Hi, everybody. It is Nadine Valley at Stamp with Nadine V. Thank you so much for joining me during this tutorial today. I'm going to be creating a very easy gift bag, and it's using a DSP sheet of 12 by 12, and I'm using the Pattern Party DSP that comes in the annual catalog through Stampin' Up, and it is a host reward. So I'm going to be cutting this sheet down to a 6 by 12. So what that means is I can actually get two gift bags with one sheet of DSP. How cool is this? Okay, so listen, we're going to turn this around. I'm going to be measuring all the score lines, and you'll see me put this gift bag together lickety split. So no worries with the actual measurements. I will be posting those below this. And if you see any product or ideas, please like, share, and comment. And if you're interested in seeing more content like this, visit me on Pinterest and Facebook and Instagram. Again, thank you very much. All right, so let's get started. We've got this along the lines of 12 by 6, and I'm going to use the long edge, the 12-inch side, and I'm going to bring this in at 4¼ and I'm going to make sure that we've got that score line right there, and I'm going to slide this down and do a 5¾ All right, and then we're going to go down to 10. You can see there, and I'm going to score there, and then I'm going to bring it down to 11½. So we've got that 1/2-inch score line right there. All right, so now we're going to come in down to the moving the sheet down to the 6-inch side, and I'm going to mark here at 1½. I'm going to mark at 1½, line that up there, and we're going to score that line there. Okay, and then we're going to come over here and flip it and bring it to 5, and we're going to score there. Okay, and that's it for the scoring. We can move the paper trimmer out of the way. So you can see here, I've done a template. It's not to scale, but this will as well be posted on my blog. So here we go. We've got the 12 by 6, and we've got all the score lines. Okay, and there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull that sheet out of the way for a second, and I'm just going to burnish the score lines. And that makes for a nice finished, neat, and crisp lines in the project. Okay. There we go. And I'll even show you here where we're going to be miter cuts, where there's going to be miter cuts and all that too. Okay, so I'm going to be using this side as the outside of the gift bag. So when you are, just a heads up, when you're ever doing a project like this and there's directions or patterns specific to an angle or a way, you want to make sure that you are cutting to the appropriate angle. So that's a good tip to remember. All right, so what I'm going to do is I want this side here to be the outside of the bag, and I need to have a little border. So we're going to bring that down, all right, and we're just going to make sure we're going to score that again just to make sure we have that right crisp line. All right, so let's go here, and we're going to flip that to the inside of the bag. And what we're going to do is we are going to cut up to, and if you can see here on the angle with the lighting here, you can see the different score lines, okay? And that would be down in this area here, okay? So I'm going to be, if I flip it over this way, it'll be in this direction, right? Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is be cutting this down, and we're going to cut this right off, this little guy here, okay. All right, and I'm just going to miter cut that there, and I'm going to cut right up to that first score line, and we'll do that all across until we get to the end. Okay, and so I'm just going to miter cut this here, and I'm going to do the same along. We'll just go back, and you'll see how easy this bag is. Oh my goodness. And if you have a party and you're needing a quick few gift packages, great for stocking stuffers, great for a table setting, for a luncheon. Really, the event is up to you, and also the type of paper that you're using. Okay, now I'm going to flip this back over, and on this side, you're going to be wanting to cut. Okay, this little guy, you can see it right here, and we're going to miter cut. We're going to miter cut that little guy into a little tab, and that way you've got that. You can see there. You can see how that's got a little miter cut right there. Okay. All right. So that's again the outside of the bag. We're just going to pull that scrap out of the way, and we're not going to be doing any more cutting. And now we're just going to assemble the bag, and this is how simple it is. So I'm going to be pulling out my white Tombow glue. It's easy to work with. I'm going to flip that over to the the inside of the bag. Now we have, I'm just going to show you here, we've got that first seam and we've got that second seam. We're going to bring that bag in to the second seam, and then we're going to be bringing this next seam. I'm not going to glue anything yet, and I'm just going to show you how that is going to line up there with that side. Okay, just going to make sure we've got nice seams there, and we're going to be doing a little kind of like crossing over here. So I'm going to push this down, I'm going to lift that up, put that tab down, and there we go. But I'm going to glue now, so I'm going to keep that open for a second. I'm going to lift that tab up. Now this particular DSP is a little bit hard to see where the seam is just because of the pattern that it is. And then I'm going to just slightly angle that a little bit and put a little bit of glue on that side, and that's it. I'm going to bring that back down. Okay, I'm going to stick that tab in and push that down. And there you have the box. And you can see that that is the seam, and it gives you a nice crisp edge there. Okay, I'm going to flip that over. You can see that that is still the seam. I'm going to tuck these guys in here, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue. And then this is the front of the bag, and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on there, and that is it. I'm going to close up the lid on the glue. I'm going to bring these tabs down, bring that over, flip it back, and then I'm going to use the edge of the glue just to add a little bit of pressure to make sure that all the adhesive is sticking. All right, and there's the bag. Look how simple that is. Oh my goodness, people, honest, I was like crazy. So I have what I've done here. I've made this pre video, and what this is actually 3 stitched ovals. I've used Stampin' Blends, and I've used the light and dark pumpkin spice. Actually, sorry, pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin spice. Who doesn't? Not everybody, but I love pumpkin spice. And then I've also got the dark Cajun craze. So I've just kind of colored that in. I've used an old paper pumpkin stamp set that says it's Halloween, and some oh my gosh, early espresso, and I just made a little stock there. So I've popped it up with some dimensionals. I'm just going to remove these guys here, and we're going to stick that on the front of the box. And there we go. I'm going to pull that down a bit, press that on. And then if you're wanting just to add a little more dimension to the bag, you can throw maybe some tissue paper. You can throw some maybe tissue paper in there with some candies, some treats. And then you can pinch the edges there. And there you've got a nice little bag. Okay, so I had, prior to this video, made a couple other ones. Another one as well with the Halloween theme. So it's the same paper, but it's got a different tag. And then I've also done this one for Christmas, wishing you a jolly Christmas. And I've used some of the DSP from the mini catalog. So there we go. We've got 3 gift bags that are very easy to make. If you like the content of this video, please like, share, comment, and pop by, see if you'd like to attend one of my classes if you live in my local area. If not, I do work with anyone that is in Canada. If you do not have a demonstrator, please connect with me. I'd love for you to join me in my crafting studio. And if you do not have a demonstrator, please want to join me, and you can join my team, Winking Stellas. So thank you very much for joining me today. Follow the link and take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.